Part 1. Understanding CARPUT's business model. CARPUT is a useful example of how a traditional automotive service can be transformed into an on-demand business model. At first glance, the business may appear to be mainly about selling car batteries. However, when we examine the CARPUT Business Model Canvas, we can see that the company is really combining products, technicians, digital coordination, logistics, and roadside assistance into one integrated customer experience. The central idea is simple: instead of asking customers to go to a workshop or battery shop, CARPUT brings the service directly to the customer. Imagine a driver whose car battery suddenly fails in a shopping mall car park. The customer may not know what battery is required, whether the battery is really the problem, or how to move the car. CARPUT reduces this inconvenience by allowing the customer to request assistance, provide vehicle and location information, and wait for a technician to arrive. This creates value through three main mechanisms. First, CARPUT sells and installs automotive batteries. The customer is purchasing both the physical product and the convenience of receiving installation at the vehicle location. Second, CARPUT extends its service into roadside assistance, including jump-start support, towing, and flat tire assistance. This means the company can address several common breakdown situations, rather than depending only on battery replacement. Third, technology coordinates the entire process. Digital booking, location information, and technician dispatch help connect customer demand with available resources. From a business perspective, this is important because CARPUT is not competing purely on battery price. It is competing on speed, convenience, and reduced disruption. The overall model can therefore be understood as a combination of automotive retail, mobile field service, and technology-enabled fulfillment. With that foundation established, the next part looks at the first major BMC elements: who CARPUT serves, what value it offers, and how customers reach the service. Part 2, customer segments, value propositions, and channels. The first three blocks help us understand the market side of CARPUT's business model. We begin with customer segments. CARPUT serves several types of motorists, but they share one common need: maintaining or restoring vehicle mobility with minimum inconvenience. Stranded motorists represent the most urgent segment. These customers may have a dead battery, flat tire, or other roadside problem and need immediate assistance. Urban commuters are also important because their vehicles are often essential for traveling to work and managing daily schedules. Families and households create repeat opportunities, especially when several vehicles are owned within one household. Another segment consists of convenience-oriented motorists. These customers may request battery replacement at home or at the office, even when the situation is not an emergency. Specialized vehicle owners may require particular battery technologies, creating opportunities for higher value products and more technical service. Now consider the value proposition. CARPUT is not simply promising a battery. Its broader promise is fast, convenient mobility recovery. The company delivers batteries to the customer, installs them on site, provides product choice, and offers additional roadside services. For example, if a driver cannot start a car at home before leaving for work, the real value is not the battery itself. The value is avoiding a workshop visit, reducing downtime, and getting back on the road quickly. Channels then connect this value proposition to customers. CARPUT can use its website, search engines, telephone, digital booking channels, and mobile technicians. Search is especially important because a customer searching for battery assistance often has immediate purchase intent. However, the technician is ultimately the most important physical channel. A digital booking has little value unless somebody actually arrives and resolves the problem. This creates a digital physical operating model. Online channels generate and capture demand, while field technicians complete the customer experience. The next part explains how CARPUT builds customer trust and converts these services into revenue. Part 3. Customer relationships and revenue streams. Roadside assistance is a high-trust business. Customers usually contact the service when something has already gone wrong. They may be stranded, under time pressure, and uncertain about the actual vehicle problem. Because of this, customer relationships become an important part of the CARPUT Business Model Canvas. Responsiveness is the starting point. A quick acknowledgement of the request tells the customer that help is being arranged. Service updates can then reduce uncertainty. Knowing that a technician has been assigned and is traveling to the location can significantly improve the customer experience. The technician interaction is equally important. For many customers, the technician is the human face of CARPUT. Professional behavior, clear explanations, and correct diagnosis can build confidence in the company. Warranty assistance extends the relationship after the transaction. Reviews and referrals also matter because motorists may rely heavily on reputation when choosing a roadside provider. Consider a simple example. A customer experiences a dead battery, receives a quick response, gets the correct battery installed, and receives clear guidance from the technician. That single emergency interaction may create enough trust for the customer to contact CARPUT again in the future. Now consider how the company earns revenue. Battery sales and installation form the core revenue stream. Specialized batteries, such as those required for more advanced vehicle systems, can support higher transaction values. Jump-start services create income when a replacement battery is not immediately required. Towing and flat tire assistance provide additional service revenue. This diversification is useful because not every roadside call leads to the same solution. However, revenue must always be considered together with cost. A high-value battery replacement may still be unattractive if the technician travels a long distance. Customer acquisition is expensive or the required inventory is difficult to manage. That is why CARPUT should focus not only on revenue per transaction, but also on contribution margin and technician productivity. The next part examines the operational backbone of the business. Resources, activities and partnerships. Part 4. Key resources, key activities and key partnerships. The customer sees the final service, but the quality of that service depends on CARPUT's operating backbone. Key resources come first. The technician network is one of the most important resources because technicians provide the physical service. Battery inventory is equally critical. Different vehicles require different battery sizes, specifications and technologies. Dispatch technology connects customer requests with available technicians and locations. Automotive expertise supports correct diagnosis and installation. Brand reputation is another strategic resource because customers often need to make decisions quickly during a breakdown. These resources must work together. For example, having many technicians creates little advantage if the required battery is not available. Similarly, holding extensive inventory provides limited value if no technician can reach the customer quickly. Key activities turn these resources into service outcomes. CARPUT must manage technician dispatch, battery testing, installation, inventory planning, roadside assistance, and digital platform operations. Dispatch is particularly important because it determines how efficiently jobs are matched with nearby technicians. Inventory management also has strategic significance. Too little stock creates missed sales, while too much stock ties up working capital. The goal should be to resolve as many customer problems as possible during the first visit. Partnerships then extend CARPUT's capability. Battery manufacturers and distributors support product availability. Towing providers handle situations that cannot be solved at the roadside. External technicians may provide additional service capacity. Technology providers support mapping, communications and digital systems, while payment providers simplify transactions. The important point is that customers usually see the entire service as CARPUT's responsibility. If a towing partner performs poorly, the customer may still blame CARPUT. Partnership quality therefore becomes part of brand quality. The final part brings the model together by looking at costs, the value proposition canvas, competition and strategic recommendations. Part 5. Cost structure, customer fit and strategic direction. The final stage is to understand whether the CARPUT model can remain economically sustainable while continuing to deliver customer value. Its cost structure combines retail, logistics, field service, and digital operating expenses. Battery procurement is a major cost because replacement transactions require physical inventory. Technician wages, incentives, and training create another important expense. Transportation costs increase with travel distance, while technology supports booking, dispatch, and communication. Marketing and customer support are also necessary to generate and convert demand. This means service density becomes strategically important. A technician who can complete several jobs within a compact area is more productive than one who spends most of the day traveling between distant customers. The value proposition canvas reinforces this point by showing the connection between customer needs and CARPUT's offer. Customers want to restart their vehicles, restore mobility, avoid unnecessary workshop visits, and minimize disruption. Their pains include being stranded, uncertain diagnosis, long waiting times, difficulty finding the correct battery, and concerns about price or service quality. CARPUT addresses these pains through on-site battery replacement, jump-start assistance, towing tire support, digital booking and technician dispatch. The ideal outcome is what we call customer fit. For example, when a customer with a dead battery receives the correct replacement quickly, without needing a tow or workshop visit, California RPUT has successfully matched its value proposition with the customer's actual problem. Competition remains significant. Bateriku offers a broader automotive ecosystem. BateriHub benefits from a strong physical battery network, while MyAssist operates across wider roadside assistance services. CARPUT therefore does not necessarily need to copy every competitor. Its stronger strategic position may come from being highly reliable and focused. Rapid roadside fulfillment. Future opportunities include denser local service coverage, proactive battery replacement reminders, fleet and corporate partnerships, better use of vehicle data and membership-based services. The key lesson from the CARPUT Business Model Canvas is that technology, inventory, technicians, and customer experience must operate as one system. CARPUT's long-term opportunity is not simply to sell more batteries. It is to become a trusted, on-demand automotive assistance platform that restores mobility quickly, conveniently, and consistently.